budget, Charlie.
I know.
In a tweet,
All right, we got the Facebook Live
sex
running.
abuse is a national issue and deserves
Put your
attention.
heroin away,
He
Mike.
adds, "I was
My
16
grandpa tried to
anyway
tell me
when
that's what
means
piggy banks were
appropriate."
for.
Shapiro has spearheaded an
Save up your money.
investigation into abuse at Catholic dioceses in Pennsylvania. A grand jury report released in August found more than 1,000 instances of sexual abuse allegedly committed by hundreds of Catholic priests in the state. Linda Kenyon, Washington.
President Trump is up tweeting this morning 5 tweets so far, including one in which he thanks President T
I made some
for
handwritten
falling
notes
oil
this morning,
prices.
but apparently
And this
I'm
late word, CNN now reporting that the U.S. Embassy in the
might
Democratic
be
Republic of
contagious,
Congo
dude.
said it has received credible and specific information.
I come in here and infect
terrorist
everybody
threat.
with
I'm Christopher Cruz.
inattention.
Messaging data rates may apply.
When did it become okay for men to be lazier, softer, fatter? We need to bring the men
Yeah,
of this
Mike.
country
What's
back
wrong
to
with that?
greatness. And
Lazier,
it's easier
softer,
than ever
fatter.
with Ageless Male Max. A patent
Well, I was gonna
pending
start a
formula
diet
with an ingredient
this
that
week,
helps
a salad
control
diet, but it's too damn
testosterone,
dangerous to eat
promoting
lettuce.
greater increases in
We
muscle
started to
size
age and
and
things got
twice
really
the reduction
expensive
of body
very
fat
fast.
percentage than exercise alone. Plus, an amazing 64% increase in nitric oxide, which can be handy in the gym
I'm gonna talk-
and in the bedroom.
I wrote down
Take
Bob's
your
Diner
manhood
last-
to the max.
Yeah, we
With
did that
your
last week.
first
You
30-day
should've come.
bottle
Yeah, I
free.
keep reading
Just
about
pay shipping
nitrous
and
oxide.
not
It's supposed
10
to be
days, not
good
40
Down
days,
south
but
barbecue.
the full
Ability.
30-day
Well,
supply
got on my notes.
free. When you
A
text
little bit
the
about
word
Thanksgiving and
fast
then
to
romaine lettuce.
79.79.
Crazy about damn romaine
Find
lettuce.
a formula that
Hey,
boosts
make a point to
total
thank the guys
testosterone.
at
If your
Bob's
results
for
with
last
Ageless
week.
Male Max are
Yeah,
too
yeah.
intense,
Okay.
please decrease use. For your free bottle, text FAST
What's
to
going on this Sunday?
79.79.
Today?
Text
Oh, no.
Next Sunday.
FAST to
Oh,
79.79.
I don't have a relationship with her.
Neither do I.
Coast Weather Authority
Message her on
and Dr.
Facebook.
Bill Williams.
All right, I'll message her tomorrow and see if she wants to do it.
Expect a few
I
afternoon
thought you were
showers
following
with
up on
highs
that.
in the mid
Have you been time to eat?
Tonight, a few
I
showers,
can go
lows
there.
in the mid 40s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah, that's
for
easy.
Monday,
They have about
mostly
one.
sunny and cool.
Y'all are not doing
Highs
these
in the
remotes for
mid-50s.
free, I hope.
This
No.
is Dr. Bill Williams for FM.
Because there's money to be made off of this show. You all do good radio.
FM Talk
We had
1065.
8,000
The Coast
people.
Weather Authority. Football in the
8,000
South.
people
Tailgate
watch the
season
live.
at FM Talk 1065's
What?
I paid to
Tailgate
boost it. Yeah,
Showcase
I paid to
Experience.
boost it. We were over
What
at
did they
that
watch?
You're the winner
the
of the
live we
Ultimate
did on
Tailgate
Facebook
Prize
of the show
Package.
last week.
Oh,
Over 8,000 people watched.
$6,000.
Did you see Sean had a camera on him the other day?
Of course, Bailey's TV, Fairhope Brewing
Well, I
Company,
did
and
too.
Carrot
Yeah.
Patch. Congratulations.
I stop at a red light and I get on
all
my
right,
phone.
guys, coming up.
FM Talk 1065.
It's too late if you don't like your volume. You should have done that 10 minutes. It's too late if you don't like your volume. You should have done that
It's
10
perfect.
minutes.
That's why I hadn't said
Bright
anything.
spots in the area, Mike and Stu have the answer. With a combined half-century in the industry, they bring their wealth of experience to bring you the latest trends, expert opinions, and interviews with people in the know. They are the dynamic duo of dining.
It's a wine and food show, Stu.
It's a food and wine show, trust me. Look right here, it's Sip and Chew. It's wine and food. Because chew rhymes with stew, that's the only reason. Are you glorified fry cook and grape killer?
Now it's time to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu.
Mics are hot.
Well, what inning? Hey, Stu, what inning are we in now? When I went to bed, it was the 7th inning last night. What inning is the Texas A&M and LSU game in
I
now?
cannot fathom scoring 72 points in a football game
74.
and losing.
Yeah, oh, 72 and losing. Yeah.
And 7 overtimes.
Wow. Golly.
Here is my idea to revamp college overtime that makes it football again.
Let the cheerleaders play.
Nothing but field goals. You start at the 25, you move back 5 yards every time until somebody misses.
Well, I
You're
think
done in 7
I
minutes.
kind of like the idea of them making them go for 2, but everybody kept getting 2.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievable
And
until LSU
if
didn't.
the
get
other
2.
team goes for 2, you don't have a choice.
I was torn in that game last night. I didn't know who to pull for, and I just didn't want LSU to move up into up
top
into the
4.
bracket.
Yeah.
Because you don't think you can handle them again.
Well, that'd be 3.
Don't want that
That,
rematch.
that may be 3 SEC teams
I'll
in
be
there
honest
again.
with you. Other than Clemson, there's not a team in this country who deserves to be in the playoffs other than SEC teams. You saw what happened to Michigan yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
Number
that.
4 in the country, only 1 loss, but the 9 wins they had were against high school teams.
And what
And
about
what
Notre
happens
Dame?
when they play the college?
What about Notre Dame?
They won.
Yeah, I know, but I mean they're number 3.
Yeah, and who have they played?
Man,
Michigan. is their
Everybody's
best win
got
side.
had a weak schedule, I think,
Yeah.
this year. So Including Alabama.
Yeah,
They had a
yeah.
week schedule.
But through no fault of your own, Louisville's been a perennial top 10 team for the last 10 years.
And when you book these things 10 years ahead of time,
Right.
you don't know that.
Right. Now, sometimes you don't book games ahead of time.
How do you do?
They're called
Schedule?
playoffs.
What?
Playoffs. You don't book those games.
No, you don't.
Like, Saraland did not book a game this week with Opelika,
Mm-hmm.
the powerhouse from Central Alabama. That's who came up in the luck of the draw.
Yeah, well, that's
Well,
different.
I want to say something about it.
Say something.
I was over in Saraland Black Friday, because if you want to do Black Friday and not get killed, you don't go to Mobile. You go someplace like Daphne or Spanish Fort or Saraland,
Mm-hmm.
where nobody is. It's a ghost town on Black Friday in Saraland.
Oh,
So
It
no
was
one.
a ghost town yesterday afternoon, too.
I stayed in town. I stayed in my place all day Friday and slept. I slept for 2 days, I think.
Well, because Saraland's a ghost town, no one expects to get busy in any of the restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's great that the band director from Opelika High School called the Whataburger in Saraland to let them know they were bringing 4 bus loads and 20 cars.
Wow.
Yeah, that band director does. If your band director does not call a restaurant before taking them there, they should be fired. I was taught that when I went to band director school. You never take a busload of kids anywhere, or seniors if it's like an excursion. If you have a bus, you always call ahead. Period. If you don't call ahead, don't.
And where did they go?
They went to Whataburger in Saraland, right across from the high
Right,
school. Called
right.
ahead. Here's where the hiccup came in.
Uh-oh.
They pulled into the Whataburger and the kids saw Rock and Roll Sushi and Mama Goldberg's and Rotolo's. So those folks didn't know what was coming, but those folks still kicked butt.
Yeah.
The Dollar Tree, I talked to all these people, they said, here's the best thing about that. Those kids from Opelika were far and away the best behaved kids they have ever had come in like that.
I think band kids are because they're disciplined to begin with.
They can't, well, football players are.
Well, they are, but in a
beat them
different
to
way.
death.
They're in a different way.
Yeah, but most of the time when these buses roll through, it's not a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was part of it when I was.
That
in high
helps
school.
when they call ahead.
Yeah, because you should never special order when you're in a situation
Yeah.
like that, but people do.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 100 people ordering at once. You get one special order out of that, folks. But everything went great. Mama Goldberg's, they kicked booty. Rock and Roll, they handled it. Whataburger, of course, they had a heads up. Rotolo's, Dollar General, the lady at Dollar General said they get buses here all the time because Saraland's across the street and UM is right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
They pop in all the time, unannounced, colleges and high school. She said these were far and away the best kids they have ever seen, and they couldn't believe how much. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Opelika High School.
Mm-hmm.
Their boosters, the boosters went to the different shop owners, said if you have any problems, if anyone's pushing you or anything, you let one of us know.
Now, Opelika, that's up there around that college, isn't it?
And up around the oldest football program in the Deep South, yeah, it's
Oh.
right there next to it.
And there's a couple of distilleries up there, too.
Hey, I just
They
wanted,
need to be this weekend.
looking at your shirt, Stu, I just wanted to say something. I thought yesterday, even though it was a losing effort, I thought it was the best Auburn game of the year.
And it was the toughest game Alabama's played
That's
all year
right-
by
that's
far.
right.
By far. Now, it got out of hand late,
I thought Sid
but the third quarter,
Jesus.
Alabama did not have that game under control, and they haven't been like that in any game. And Alabama needed that to get ready for the playoffs. They needed Auburn to bring their A game. And the way Auburn played yesterday, if they'd have played an Ohio State or even a Clemson, they'd have beat them by 10 points. This Alabama team is just that good.
Yeah.
That I'm fairly certain we're watching the best college football team that has ever played.
Yeah, I hope so, and I just hope
So
they
I'm gonna
continue
say to
play.
the Auburn players, got nothing to apologize about.
Next year, no expectations. We'll probably be in the playoffs. That's just how it seems to go.
Mm-hmm.
But Tua accounted for 6 touchdowns
Yeah.
Yeah.
against hands down the best defense in college football.
That's right.
That's a Heisman Trophy winner to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he cemented it. Will Greer of West Virginia would not have scored 6 touchdowns against Auburn's defense. He'd have been lucky to score 2.
Yeah.
Whoever the flavor of the day is at Oklahoma that's putting up 7,000 yards a game against teams that don't even put 11 players on the field on defense would not have scored 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know. And God, that Michigan game was beautiful. Well, it was just absolute. The only team on their schedule beat them by 30 points. That totally.
I was torn there. I didn't know who to pull for there.
There is no program in football or all of college sports that I dislike more than Michigan. They have not been relevant in nearly a century, but yet they put them in the top 10 every time they win more than 2 games.
It's kind of Ohio State with me.
Well, other than homecoming games,
Here's
I wish they'd quit playing these throwaway.
Yeah. Here is my, if it wasn't a throwaway game, Charlie, Michigan was ranked 5
No, I
points
didn't
higher
mean
than
that.
Ohio
I'm
State.
talking about their schedule for the year.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody's.
gosh, if they did that, then the Big Ten wouldn't play until the playoffs because they don't play anybody in or out of conference.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
And everybody should play a few out-of-conference games every
Oh,
year.
yeah. Because then you know what to prepare for.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving this past few days.
I did not cook for Thanksgiving, other than I contributed the butterscotch pudding, scratch-made butterscotch pudding, that Heather used in her autumn trifle, and which was...
Was it quite trifle?
She was trifling. It was good. Yeah. It was delicious, but...
I brought wine.
You cooked your favorite dish, didn't you?
I brought wine. That was easy.
Yeah,
No,
but,
Luann did all the
her
cooking for
family
us.
invited me over. Most of my family was in California for a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and his wife just had a nice little romantic little Thanksgiving together. I joined Heather with her family, and her mother nailed a turkey better than any I have ever experienced, even on a professional level. The breast meat was juicy. And
Wow.
if your breast meat isn't juicy on your turkey, I would rather eat it and get salmonella than eat your dry turkey breast.
Let me tell you.
I'd rather take my chances.
We got Luann got a
Hers was
turkey, a
perfect.
smoked turkey from the Meatballs.
Oh,
It was perfect. So shout out to the Meatballs over there. The turkey was fabulous. We had to get it a day before. Got it Tuesday instead of Wednesday because they had everything on schedule.
Right.
And when we warmed it up, reheated it, man, it was perfect. Beautiful. Great job.
At our
Meatballs.
house, Kevin and Derek fried our turkey.
I didn't want to get a Cornish hen and stick it inside of it. They make it look like it was pregnant. When they cut it open.
We got another break already.
Oh, really?
Are we thankful for our advertisers?
Yeah, we are.
We're going to be thankful for Bob's Diner when we come back.
Yes, we are.
But if y'all want to join in today, we're actually in studio.
Today we are.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Got our Facebook Live going and actually got the camera set up so people can see
How come
me
it's
this
just
time.
pointed at you, Stu?
Here I am. I'm kind of blended in over here.
Let's be honest, Charlie. In this room, I'm the eye candy.
Yes, you are.
There you go.
343-0106. You can call us. You can textify. Whatever you choose.
Absolutely.
Lord, it's hard to be humble, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to touch on how absolutely horrible the Macy's Day Parade was. Terrible.
Well,
If you're looking for any excuse to kiss your old mattress goodbye, here's one.
what was terrible?
I ain't gonna kiss my old
It
mattress.
was one float,
I don't waste my time.
one marching band. They get 30 seconds each, and then 3.5 minutes devoted to a one-hit wonder lip syncing their song. Yep.
Now, who is this?
The Macy's Day Parade. Every single band, every single float was sponsored by a product, and they had the products plastered all over. Everything was terrible.
Well, but I did see one interesting thing, that if you're in a huge crowd and you're all really packed together, the cold ain't quite so bad,
Yeah.
unless you're on the outside of the perimeter. But that had to be, what was it, 20 degrees?
25.
25.
Second coldest on history.
And windy. Did all of the balloons fly at lower altitude?
All the ones we noticed.
Yeah.
I think most of them did fly at a lower altitude.
Yeah.
I found a picture on Google
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
So,
Because I used to.
with Bob Baumgartner.
Oh, I didn't notice he was.
I didn't post it just for your restaurant. He gets upset about it.
Oh, okay.
She dated, they dated it.
Or at lanyatmobile.com.
They dated it.
Lanyat today and help keep Mobile funky. Happy holidays
But,
from
yeah, he
Doctors
doesn't like to
Lynn
talk
Young,
about it.
Randall Hall, and Harvey
think
Last spot.
Medical
Yeah, I
Family
think
Practice
it's gotta
in
be a
Fairhope.
spot.
As a reminder to drive safely
Good
this
family.
holiday season.
Oh,
Give
awesome.
yourself plenty of time. Always practice defensive driving. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and never
Mike
text or
practices
drink while
offensive driving.
Warm wishes for a happy holiday from Doctors Lynn Young, Randall Hall,
I have
Harvey
in the
McCullough
past
of
smelled
Bay Medical
offensive a
Family
few
Practice in
times.
Fairhope,
Does
making
that
the
count?
Gulf Coast safer this holiday.
Here we go.
To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
You're listening to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu.
That's one of the spiciest plugs ever.
Yeah, I
She's
love Yo
spicy.
Jonesy. You know, I'm already. It's holiday season's just starting, and I've already been busy.
Yeah.
But I'm just down to 2 more weddings on this season.
Ooh.
2 more weddings, I get my Saturdays back. As the football season evolved, to a certain extent, I didn't mind missing. I had a wedding yesterday. I had no chance to watch the Iron Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It unfolded about like everyone expected. I don't think there were any surprises yesterday. But I don't want to miss another football season.
I understand.
There's got to be a minimum 70-inch TV in that kitchen for me to come back. I can't do that again. Not an entire year of no college football.
Absolutely.
I'd rather lose a limb or a colon. Oh, wait, I already have. I want to touch, we were talking about
That's nice
this
to
too.
hear on Sunday
I
morning
want
before
to just touch on this real quick. Tradition, apparently, is a new tradition for Heather and I. We get up and watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Mm-hmm.
I think that tradition's over. The parade was terrible this year. It was despicable the way they did those kids in those marching bands, giving them 15 seconds on air and then pushing them on off. The floats, if it wasn't plastered with some kind of sponsor, the floats barely got showed.
Yeah.
Nothing got showed except one-hit wonders lip syncing to songs no one's ever
I've never heard of some of these people.
Yeah.
Never
Diana
heard.
Ross, I heard, they either had one-hit wonders or people that are 20 years past their prime.
Yeah.
And everything was just product laden everywhere you saw. It was a terrible parade. And especially shame on them for all those kids who came from 50 different countries and the District of Columbia to march in the second coldest Thanksgiving Day parade, and they give them 10 seconds on air. Barely mention them, and all they do is talk about what's coming up on NBC while the bands are performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was disrespectful, it's horrible, and if they can't do a better job, they don't need to have it anymore. It's just...
Oh, that's the networks for you.
Yeah. It was just...
Nothing against Macy's. I mean,
Right. They're
in hard economic times and good economic times, they continue to bring it on,
Yeah.
and do it. But
right, just the way the parade was handled was just...
it's all about selling stuff.
Did the McDonald's parade go in Chicago?
I don't know.
Because Macy's is not the only one that does it.
No,
Right,
it just used to be the only one worth watching, but now
Right.
I'm going to have to see if we can find something decent, because that was just terrible.
My granddaughter.
How about
was
just
one-
sleep later?
Yeah, I put on there watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade of one-hit wonders.
Yeah, they were horrible.
Yeah, it was. And so, come on, Macy's.
There was
Get everybody else to get out
there
of
was
it. But the Santa Claus, when Santa Claus came, we were both like, okay, we can put up Christmas decorations, we can put on the Bing Crosby now.
there's
That's the
Santa-
official time when it is okay to start Christmas, is when Santa Claus rolls at the end of the Macy's Thanksgiving.
Santa didn't have any stickers on him advertising.
Santa Claus looked drunk. He was up there breakdancing.
well, he had to have some antifreeze.
Yeah, Heather, she goes, man, this Santa's getting into it. I've seen a bunch of them just sit there, look like they're mad to be even being involved with it. And he was boogieing his booty off. Over the last few weeks, I've had the opportunity to eat a few places.
Yeah.
But because we were eating at one of those places last week, Bob's Downtown Diner, we did a live. I think it went well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people listen on the radio, but to date we've had over 8,000 people watch the live of it.
Isn't that great?
On our
That's
Facebook
awesome.
page. But I've eaten at some other places other than Bob's. Bob's was phenomenal, by the way.
Thank you, Tony. We
Yeah.
had a great time.
Oh
last
my
week.
gosh.
And folks, if you have a restaurant and you're open for breakfast and brunch on Sundays,
We can be bought.
We can be. And
We can be bought.
We can come do a setup there. It's not free.
It ain't free.
It ain't free.
But it ain't cheap.
It ain't, huh?
But it is cheap. Sorry, I got my verb.
Considering.
Yeah.
That's 8,000 people that may not have ever heard of Bob's downtown.
Yeah. I don't know. We've had 8,000 people go to Facebook and look at our live before.
Mhm.
I know that's never happened. We usually get a couple hundred.
How do they find you on Facebook?
Well, it just pops up and says somebody's doing a live, and you click on it, and then somebody goes, "Oh man, share this. They're at Bob's Diner," and it just goes like that.
I mean, if I open my Facebook page, unless I've liked it or something,
Right.
it's not going to show up, is it?
No.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of people like us, Charlie.
Well, I understand that.
Over 650 people have liked our Facebook
So
page.
if mine isn't liked yet,
Yeah.
do I go on and I type in Sip and Chew to get do a
That'll
search?
work. Yep, just Sip and Chew. And it'll
Yeah.
pop up, Sip and Chew with
I'll
Mike
turn
and Stu.
people
That's
up.
Mike and I'm Stu.
I'm Silk and you're Chew.
I wish people could hear when we're recording these liners for
Oh,
people
yeah.
where they go, "Hey, you're listening to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu," could hear the outtakes.
That would be fun.
Because it's they get their name right,
Mm-hmm.
and they get everything right, and then they go, "I'm listening to what is the show
Chew and
again?"
Shit. I think Marty had a little
Sip and Stew with Mike and Chew.
Oh Lord. So where else did you eat?
Hickory Pit.
Hickory
I
Pit?
needed a fried catfish po' boy. Needed one intravenously if necessary. They got the best fried catfish po' boy in the county. I just
Oh
love it.
really?
I think.
Oh
I
really?
think. Proximity helps that.
Yeah.
They're a half mile away. But Brandon and his folks, when Tony Serrano was down, the celebrity chef that was doing the cooking demos out at Walmart, I told him you need to get up to the Hickory Pit. That's probably the best local flavor you're going to get in that area. And he was thoroughly impressed with it.
Wow,
We
good.
talked at World Food Championships, and he just like, they got a big menu. He said, "But it looks like they're doing it all right." And they stay packed. But we needed some wings. We needed some football coming back
Football
from the wedding
wings.
last week. And Heather had gone to UAB, and they were playing Texas A&M last week. And we go, "Well, look here, Island Wings has the game on TV." And I said, "We're in Midtown, let's go to Island Wings." And you know Nas. Great place. He's got tropical island smoothies, and he's got island wings. Apparently Nas likes the island.
Yeah.
I prefer them to just about any other wing place in town. Wemo's is my favorite, out in West Mobile. Island Wings baked, not fried.
Yeah.
All the wings are baked.
I'm not.
I enjoy that because if you eat 25 fried wings, you feel like you ate 25 fried pieces of food.
Yeah.
You eat 25 baked wings, and you're ready to go jogging.
Yeah.
You're full, you're satisfied, but you don't have that feel with the fried wings. And we were able to try a bunch of different flavors. Their new Tiki Heat, it ain't their hottest, but it's probably their best. And it is very hot. It is. It
I
is
can't
up
take hot.
there. I know.
Take hot.
And they've got, they got sissified stuff for you.
I don't like celery.
well, like
Since I can't eat
lemon
lettuce
pepper
anymore.
wings.
Huh?
Lemon pepper wings.
Oh.
Those are fantastic.
Well, see, my favorite wings are at Butch Cassidy's.
Ah.
But they're not on the
Oh,
menu.
yeah. The mistake wings.
Mistake wings.
Named after Mike. But we tried one other place, and we got out and did some stuff last week. And we had seen on Facebook that the Red Bar, which is this little coffee shop, all organic, very hippy-dippy, but in a weird place to have it. Tanner Williams Road, surrounded by all those auto parts store, mechanic shops, and all of these
Sometimes that's the best places.
all of these blue-collar places right up in the same strip mall with this hippy-dippy coffee house. But they had advertised a pumpkin pecan cheesecake stuffed French toast.
Oh.
So we had to go get that.
You had to go.
And it was phenomenal. And we get there. Now, they have a burger.
Yeah?
100% grass-fed beef.
Wow.
We didn't try the burger. We're going to go back. Everything there was spectacular. It is very cool, very affordable. Again, the only thing that strikes me about how great this place is is it's right in the middle of this industrial complex. But it is absolutely terrific.
Sometimes that's the best places.
Yeah. And it was just, we can't wait to go back. And it has a little retail thing if you're doing some Christmas shopping, you got a coffee or tea lover in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Go to this Red Bar on Tanner Williams Road. It's maybe...
It's called Red Bar?
Red Bar.
Oh.
Yeah, and everything's red and black.
Hmm.
And honestly, it looks like a Georgia Bulldog place from the color scheme. But it's very chic, very cool. There's couches if you want to relax.
Hippie-ish.
Yeah. Modern hippie, yippie, if you want to. Yuppie is probably the better name. But it was just terrific. The people were nice. And, you know, I've been wanting, you know, a friend of mine used to work across the street, told me about it like 5 years ago when they opened. And I finally made it in. It won't be the last time we go. It was the Red Bar.
The Red
Tanner
Bar.
Williams Road. Just terrific. Absolutely terrific. And we got a few text messages. Somebody wants to know where they can go to get a good meatball sandwich. Now, my favorite in town isn't there anymore. That was Pintoli's in Setson.
Yeah, yeah.
That was phenomenal. Mama Goldberg's does one. Roma Cafe in West Mobile, Cody Road. They do a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone else said, we're talking about the wings now that aren't fried. They bring up a good one, Moe's Smoked Wings. But guess
I had
what?
some of those yesterday.
But they fry those to serve them.
Yeah.
They smoke them first, they fry them to serve them. Which means they don't absorb the grease. It just gets the skin crispy. And that's still very healthy. It's just like the fried Cajun turkey. It's not unhealthy because the
sears,
the oil's all on the outside. The skin
Right.
keeps it out. And so, you know, you get the fried effect without the soaking. But the chicken wings, I'm not saying I won't eat a fried chicken wing.
Yeah.
I just don't like my feeling when I'm done eating 75.
I had some smoked dry ones yesterday from Moe's at a
That's
Alabama-Auburn game party I was at.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. I can go, the Iron Bowl is one game. I don't want a single Alabama fan there because I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to be a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly don't want to hear anything they have to say.
Yeah.
So that's the one game a year.
Well,
if I'm the only Auburn fan, then I'm watching it by myself.
Yeah.
Can we share some local music?
Love to. Is this Sugarcane Jane?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good group. Oh, that's pretty. Hey, can I borrow that? Just so I can mark some stuff out and know where I am. I don't know. Let's see if it's Red Bar. Opelika High School. Okay, there's Triangle. Okay, I'm done with mine. So do we want to talk a few minutes and then bring up the interview, Charlie?
Let's talk about down south barbecue.
Okay. Do we want to? We're going to talk a few minutes and then play the interview.
Yeah, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you pulled it up. It's like 5 to 7 minutes, something like that.
5.5 it looks like.
Okay.
And but you introduce yourself on.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. And I say I'm at WFC and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So we can come out of the. We can play it coming out of the break or however you want to do it.
You want to play the interview coming out of this break and get it completely out of the way, and then we have the rest.
Because you set it up on the tape. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's all right.
Yeah, and I'll email you another one this week, Charlie, that will be 2 small interviews stacked together. One of them was Red Truck Beef Jerky. That was some good beef jerky.
Red Truck Beef Jerky.
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy that salmon jerky at the World.
The dogs did. I liked it, but the dogs, when they smelled it, went crazy and went, okay, we got free dog treats.
The Gulf Coast can expect a few afternoons.
Heather didn't like it at all.
Highs in the
No.
mid-70s.
It reminded me of that
Showers, lows
python
in the
jerky I brought in here.
And
Yeah.
for Monday, mostly sunny and colder with highs in the mid-50s.
We didn't. My son-in-laws didn't use peanut oil. They just used.
Canola or something.
No, it was
The Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Soybean oil. I guess it was. Same smoke point at 410, I think. And one of them had fried one turkey, and that was our experience. So it was like a science experiment. And we're checking. And God, it seemed like it took forever for that thermometer to get up there because we weren't trying to heat it up in a minute, you know. But man, talk about flavor.
Yeah.
A community that will change.
Well, the flavor comes from the injection.
And it was also very moist.
Yeah, that's why you do that, because it keeps all of that from getting out. All that comes out is the excess water that boils out while you're cooking it.
We also tried the thing, you know, about putting water in, sitting the turkey in to see how high up it goes.
Yeah.
What we didn't take into account was the bubbling once you put it in there. So we had to ladle out a little bit of the oil.
That's where the fire comes from.
Just off Dolphin Street in Mobile.
But still, it was fun. So what do you want to do on the interview? You coming back?
Straight to it after the morning.
Tax and legacy fireworks. Sunday afternoon at 2. Here on FM Talk 106.5. Every Saturday morning at 7.
What the hell? Hey, turn it down, Mike.
I turned it off.
Hey, this is Conservation News. Habitat
I couldn't get it off.
Stupid iPhone.
Regulations. So join the conversation Saturday mornings at 7. Plus you can listen after the hunt or fishing trip with our podcast on FMTalk1065.com. It's FM Talk 1065 Outdoors for South Alabama by people that hunt and fish right here in South Alabama.
We've got one more year at 2A. Enjoy it.
343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
He's a redshirt freshman.
This is Stu. I am in the
Oh, is he a redshirt sophomore?
He's a sophomore. And his brother will be here next week, next year with Paul Bear Bryant's grandson.
Well, Paul Barrett's son is a horrible football player. And it's probably the biggest problem the University of Alabama has, getting those Bryants out. His
Do you
son,
tag out of this, or do you remember?
Yeah.
People who are very talented and ready to blow up the culinary space. We wanted to come up with an agency name that would be memorable and would force people to kind of do some typing.
unless he wants to play wide receiver.
Does Facebook tell you how many people you got watching you at?
Yeah, at any one time. Just while, and right now we got 4. Hello, listen to the interview. Hey, look, there's Tony Sawyer.
Hey, Tony.
We got the sound plugged in.
Stop pulling it up altogether.
I won't go away.
Turn off your phone.
I'm trying to close this.
Either that or mute the sound.
Well, what are the products that you've got here at World Food Championship? You've got some really good stuff going on.
Well, so it's, and thank you, I appreciate that. We're very excited to be in this space, and one of the
We're about to get a cameo from David Calametti here.
we're thrilled about, because it is very
We
much
need to
about the
mention
future and the
Just
future
that the
needs.
Calameti's have a loss.
Another friend of mine lost his wife the other day, breast cancer. Thanksgiving Day.
Essentially plates, knives, forks.
Write that on there. Condolences to Calametti family. So there was like a note to Danny once you mentioned exactly what it was on air, and I said, we'll just say the Calametti
We make
family
these
just had a
plates out
loss.
of palm leaves, fallen palm leaves. We don't even cultivate these. We don't pull them off of trees. They're fallen from the plants that they come from. They're layered.
Have you noticed that if you close your eyes, you can't tell Danny and David apart?
When you're eating off of these sturdy, high design plates,
I'm pretty sure they do full voice recognition.
or you put them in a compost heap, and in 30 days, they're back to Mother Earth.
Are you following up on my request to Angela?
I believe I am. Hold on one second.
No. He's the one who wanted the extra.
A friend of mine's wife died on Thanksgiving Day.
You want the guy who came in prepared. Instead of going to Walmart.
They hired Brandon a long time ago.
He said, let me talk to Angela about
And I appreciate it. Just like that, you see the magic of natural tableware.
Exactly.
It's a great set of products. We've got one that's made from palm leaves, and then we've got another one that's made from sugarcane bagasse. And sugarcane bagasse is everything minus the sugar. So all of the plant leftovers, they get broken down and pressed with using only the natural sugars that are in the plant itself. They're pressed into these.
I'm sorry, it was 8:05 is the length of the interview.
Okay.
Clear white. And actually, from a distance, most people think that they're fine china. Right. They're absolutely fantastic, and the story itself is wonderful. There's a group, the parent company is
Natural Tableware.
They said that they wanted to get active in North
They do all of the sugar cane and banana leaf floats and stuff like that.
And you know, the
They were one of the
sponsors.
sponsors.
Disposable dinnerware, it's been convoluted over the years. Remember the 80s, McDonald's and Burger King put everything in styrofoam, and the environmental movement said, oh, you're destroying the environment. 30 years later, we look back and what we should have been doing was saying, recycle your styrofoam. Absolutely. Because it was cleaner. But now you've got something where there's no debate. Because styrofoam, if you don't recycle it, is bad for the environment.
Absolutely. We're in a position right now where a number of geologists, a number of people are taking a look at the state of our general consumeristic nature
See,
in
that's
the world.
ridiculous that people get like that.
They're describing the era that we live in as the plastic age, because in 10,000 years, they're going to take
You'd say that Friday night at the garage.
will look back at Earth and they'll bore into the ground like they do, and they'll see a layer of plastic. And these are the things that we're generating right now. It's a very tough call.
Great interview.
To make a shift away from plastic, but that's our mission. Wherever we can replace and supplant plastic in any capacity, we're doing it. And I'll tell you a great story. We're working with a couple of hotels and a few theme parks right now that are replacing their plastics wherever they can with natural
Hey, we can put our headphones on and pretend like we're doing this interview now.
Not only are they using a product they can feel very good about, not only coming up with an affordable option for what they had before, but they're also realizing that what they thought was just a price point, something that might cost them a penny more for this type of a plate versus what they're using right now, actually saves them money, because they're not spending money on water for the dishwasher. Right. They're not spending money on labor for that dishwasher, who are going to otherwise be tasked with other things. And most importantly for their brands, they get to talk about this. They get to brag about this. Right. We are doing something right for the planet in a time when especially with younger generations, they're demanding it. Right. And we just couldn't be happier about our involvement, number one, in the World Food Championships. You just heard a second ago, a number of chefs, including yourself, are saying, let me use your plates
What that song?
What I turned in as my competitive entry. And it's something that we're very, very proud
That's Sherry Webster.
And we just
Oh my God.
grow and
That's not one I got.
I'd love to be able to say that this is all about us and our business interests, but in all honesty, we're thrilled that
Rick
everybody is
somewhere.
moving in this space. Miami, the
Robert
West
Plant
Coast,
showed up.
everybody in the Gulf Coast right now reaching out to us, and
Yeah,
we
sure
just
enough.
recently started talking to a distribution group up in New England, out of Rhode Island, and so now we're seeing everybody in the coast that is doing this because they're tired of the plastic washing up on the beaches.
Right, exactly.
So if this is the move that they can make, so be it.
Right. And our shores are very important to this community, because that's where our bread and butter is economically, and you know, everything that we do. So I want to thank you for bringing such a great product. Now, is there a website or something that
makes a lot more sense. Ran into an English student in England.
Give you two websites right now. First off,
If you see the YouTube footage of Dolly Parton just on vacation in Ireland, and they go into this little pub, and the guy playing with the Irish band knows how to play the codependent colors.
Getting close.
You won't be talking to somebody who is just there to take an order. Although if you feel like you want to order, you can certainly do that there. But if you have questions, if you want to do something on a
1 minute to go.
when you call, you're going to talk.
And when you come back, you're going to have about 5 minutes.
All right, great.
Of Natural Tableware in the marketplace.
What do you want to start off with?
And then of course there's ACWW.
Let's do
and our website is
Dan.
acww.com. And there you can find out more about our culinary consortium. Smart people like yourself
That's right.
who are getting involved.
That's the thing that
that's a cool thing.
they're doing during the daytime.
Is that often when you see change happen in this space, it doesn't start with the
They're doing
consumer
barbecue
ask,
tomorrow,
which is
too.
normally
They're calling it a
the
different
demand is
restaurant.
usually the driver. In this
Oh,
particular instance,
this is,
people inside the industry, the back of the house guys, the chefs, the executive chefs, the managers, the bar managers, the people who are affecting change right now.
If you're going to talk about it,
About
you're
10
not gonna know where it
seconds
is.
to go.
Well, it's just, it listed all the restaurants.
Coming back.
Oh, it's a chain? Well, there's a little taste behind the scenes of the World Food Championships. That's in the VIP kit. We've got more coming up over the next few weeks, folks. I've got a lot of things recorded. Mike, how many interviews did you record? Including the one with Bo Jackson. How many? One. The one with Bo Jackson.
I want to apologize to the future geologists who are going to dig down and find all our plastic. I mean, that was really a good interview.
Yeah. They saved my bacon. So well, actually, they saved my duck. I needed something to plate my duck gyros on, and they were able to give me a nice little stack that I ended up using throughout the entire event. I used them to make my breading station, because the ones that I chose were square, but they had a 1/2-inch lip all the way around them. So they were perfect for me to make an on-site breading station. Just 3 of them lined up.
Yeah.
Flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. Just boom, boom, boom. And then throw them away when it was done.
Some of those plates made great fans because it was a little warm.
And well,
one day
they had a serving plate that was also a fan that was shaped like a palm leaf, probably made out of palm leaves.
Yeah.
That they had in the VIPs. So we were VIPs. You need to remember, Mike, if they're going to keep giving you media passes, your job one is to interview people.
I talked to a lot of people
on air. Did you record it? You were making connections. Right.
Making connections.
You're making connections.
Yeah.
I thought his job was to sample the wares.
That too.
Hey, you mentioned breading station. When you're preparing something like that for a competition, so different steps of the preparation of your dish. Is that what you mean? That there's one area where you do one step and
when
another
you're
area?
deep frying and batter dipping things, you need a setup where you can easily go in the flour, in the egg wash, and whatever your final coating is without getting it everywhere.
Yeah.
And you want to not keep it nice and clean and easy to access right next to your fry.
So you're not jumping around all over the area trying
Exactly.
to do
Yeah.
that.
So I just set up a little miniature fry station basically.
Yeah.
So I could do that. Now you have been talking about this best pulled pork sandwich you've ever had.
Well, no, this was onlyinyourstate.com.
Oh, okay.
And they listed that probably the best barbecue pulled pork sandwich you can find, or sandwiches you can find, are in Alabama.
Well.
And topping the list.
Now I will say, putting hometown bias aside, the best I've ever had were in Tennessee and in Charlotte, North Carolina. Over anything I've ever had here.
In pulled pork sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they were both of them were whole hogs, so they had the crispy skin going on through them. And if you're not doing whole hog for your pulled pork, you're always going to be just that 1% off of being the best you can be.
Well, according to onlyinyourstate.com, topping the chart is Down South Barbecue in Foley,
Alabama.
Foley, Alabama. In our state, the #1 is Down South Barbecue in Foley.
Let's go try it.
Next guy, local, down that list, is LA Barbecue.
We have both.
You've eaten there.
Yeah.
Been a long time for me.
It's fantastic.
I've been hanging out at Buster's lately.
Okay. You got 30 seconds. Wrap this up.
But no, that was what was so cool. They beat Big Bob Gibson's and there's LA again. I want to go to this place, Barbecue 65 in Greenville.
That used to be the smokehouse restaurant.
Okay.
That we used to drive all the way to Greenville just to eat breakfast because they smoke their own country hams.
They do tater tots. They do tater tots.
They smoke them.
I don't know. I doubt it. All right, we'll be back in a minute. 343-0106.
Hey, that's our phone number.
That was it.
All right.
That's all I had to talk about. Shout out to those boys and girls.
Yep. Spam. 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 Spam.
I forgot that was in there.
The old-fashioned way. A duel.
We were laughing at Roy last night. We went up there and watched the rest of the game.
It should be that way.
Alabama Auburn game. We were laughing at Roy.
Why did you leave during the Iron Bowl?
Well, Luann was working.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
that makes sense.
she just got off work, so I told her I'd meet her at Butch's after halftime. So I left the party after that when I was there. So anyway, we were talking about Roy. because that commercial, I guess people think he's part Indian or something like that, but he's Italian.
Right.
Seth Roy's Italian. And his commercial.
Which Cassidy is this, a spaghetti western?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, spaghetti western in his commercial. Roy's a good guy. He left to go help a friend jump his car. That's, Roy's a great guy.
That's something the football game to jump somebody up, because my thinking is, you'll still be there when the game's over. You're not going anywhere. I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll come when it's over.
That has always been my thing when I've had a server go, you go ahead and cut me, my husband's in jail. Why do I need to cut you? Well, I need to go bail him out. He's perfectly fine where he is. You finish your shift.
You're probably safe.
If you want to leave, and go bail him out, that's cool, but you won't have a job waiting when you get back.
You're probably safer while he's in jail because they're probably going to beat you up.
But I cannot tell you how many times I've had servers over the years come up. I need to go, my husband's in jail. Why do you need to go? Well, he's in jail. Right. Why do you need to go? Why do you not need to finish your shift? There's no reason for your logic. I gotta bail him out. Bail him out when your shift is over.
You'll probably need the money to bail him out.
Or a job.
He's perfectly fine where he is. Guess what? He's got cops looking out for him now. He's got free food.
That's right.
In an accident, different story.
They take cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs,
got
running
arrested?
or not.
No, you
Call
don't need to go anywhere.
800-526-7406. The United Breast Cancer Foundation needs your help, and your donation could literally save women's lives, helping
So I
them
figured
catch
out one
breast
of the
cancer
secrets to why
early,
Mama
like they
Goldberg
did
is
with
so
my
good.
mom. Donate today.
They don't use processed
800-526-7406.
They roast them all themselves in Auburn vacuum sealing and shipping for their stores.
Really?
They're not injected with
mortgage,
anything.
we may be able to
Where are they
help
out
you
of?
keep your home.
Auburn.
Hardest hit Alabama is a federally funded
That's why all those
foreclosure
Opelika
prevention
kids
program.
found in there.
If you qualify,
Yeah,
Red Clay Brewery
Alabama can
is in
pay your mortgage
Opelika.
payments on your behalf.
They
or
make the
provide
best
other
Hefeweizen.
forms of
I even like it better than the Hefeweizens out of Germany.
And we may be able to help you. Visit hardesthithitAlabama.com
What about
to learn
out of
more.
Belgium?
Brought to you by Hardest Hit Alabama, the Alabama Broadcasters
Oh, we went to
Association,
Hop
and
Jacks,
this station.
Coming back.
Solid.
Call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Hey, this is Patty from the warehouse, and you're listening to Sip and Chew with Mike.
Oh, some Patty.
Another World Food Championship competitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's got good desserts. Good dessert.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just mentioned going somewhere the other day. What was it? We were just talking about?
Well, Luann and I went to a wine tasting over at
That's right.
Pensacola last week, and we went to Seville Quarter. Awesome.
Love Seville.
Great. I didn't realize
I have
how
eaten
beautiful.
a raw oyster or two at Seville
Okay.
Quarter. Yeah.
I had no idea they had such a gorgeous courtyard in the back. It's like two of them joined together.
Yeah.
Man, beautiful experience we had. And when we got through there, we were looking for something. We were hungry, even though there was food there. We were
Right.
hungry. So we went to Hop Jacks.
I miss Hop Jacks. Love Beer Garden, but I do miss the duck fat fries from Hop
That's
Jacks.
what we had. I said, have you ever had fries fried in
And
duck fat? And she said, no. And I said, well, you're about to try them.
And welcome to a new level of French fries. Oh, yeah. On their same level in New Orleans is a wine bar called the Delachaise, and they fry theirs in goose fat.
Ooh.
And they serve them the way French fries are supposed to be served, which is with a cup of mayonnaise to dip them in. That is what real French fries are dipped in. It's actually aioli, mayonnaise with garlic in it. This had so much raw garlic in it, it was like a horseradish sauce. Best aioli I've ever had.
Well, let me ask you this.
Ask me. Ask away.
I'm someone who really doesn't know the answer to this, so
Okay.
I'm asking it sincerely. How do they render the fat
from the duck?
From the duck or the goose?
Same way you do anything else. You just you skin the duck, and you throw the skin in the pan on low heat, let it just like you do pork. Tallow.
Okay,
if you're going to do beef cracklings, and just render it down, and then the fat's left over, and then you have cracklings, and you make cornbread with that. Quackling cornbread. Quackling cornbread.
Because see, I saw Chris Sherrill.
I know Chris Sherrill.
Yeah,
he's a fine chef.
He was using Billy's pork belly to render his fat for his duck dish he did.
Right. The Culver duck that we were using, is specifically bred to not have as much fat. It's still got a good layer of fat on it. The duck was phenomenal, but not quite as much fat as normal duck breast. Plus, Chris wanted that Billy smoked bacon flavor in his fat, so he was marrying the two fats for that reason. To add a little more fat because the Culver duck is a little leaner, and to impart some of the smokiness from the Billy's bacon.
Right.
And I can only imagine the French fry from that would just be heaven on top of heaven.
I bet. I didn't see anybody cutting up any fries, throw some in there, but yeah, that would be heavenly, wouldn't it? I love duck. I love duck, and I love warm duck salad. But I can't have duck. I can't have salad anymore. I was going to start a diet today, a salad diet, but it's too darn dangerous.
Cabbage? Nothing wrong with cabbage.
I'm burned out on cabbage right now.
Fresh cabbage.
Spinach.
Fresh
cabbage. But
well, here's the thing with spinach, folks. If that's what you're going to do, you cannot use your ranch dressing or Thousand Island. You've got to have a vinaigrette, or it's not healthy. Raw spinach is not healthy unless there's an amino acid in it. All it does is it blocks your body's ability to absorb the nutrients in the food you're eating.
Yeah.
So all you're eating with a spinach salad, is empty calories. But it needs a little acid or a little heat to break it. That's why we usually cook spinach. But the acid can be lemon juice, it can be vinegar, it could be the acidity from tomatoes. Just a little acidity. So do a vinaigrette.
I can do the tomato.
Do it. And honestly, if you're not eating vinaigrettes on your salad, you're not eating healthy at all. There's
Yes,
no
Charlie.
such thing as a healthy ranch dressing.
While you're on this, what is your opinion? I cannot believe that CBC did a total block on romaine lettuce. How can all of the romaine lettuce be potentially infected?
Oh, it's the usual
determine
nanny
the source.
state complete overreaction to things.
But I mean, you know, grocery stores emptied their shelves and people threw stuff out.
We had to
refrigerators.
do a salad last night with iceberg lettuce, which pains me.
Yeah.
At Belisara, because it's worthless. Iceberg lettuce is worthless.
Yeah, we
There's
went
no
to-
nutritional value.
We went to Craver's
No flavor.
in Daphne, and they.
You ate at a local restaurant?
Hard to believe.
Yeah. In Daphne, he went to
right
another
this
city
day
to
of
do it.
Anyhow, Marguerite asked the waitress what's in this salad, and you're right, it was iceberg.
Right, and it's there. We mixed some fresh spinach in with ours, and we had a vinaigrette for them. But honestly, if you're eating salad at a wedding, you're not eating for health.
So when will romaine be safe again?
I don't know. That's the CDC.
Yeah, really. And there's more than one farm that grows it.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
Well, I would think the hydroponic farms would be safer.
I don't know that romaine grows well hydroponically, but I know the person with the answer to that just wheeled in on his on his hog.
How many more minutes we got?
Mike's ready to go.
Well, we're going to buy a Christmas tree.
Oh, I thought you were hungry already. You missed brunch.
We're going to Fish River Tree Farm to have one cut next week, which is 15 minutes from Belisara, so we get to get our tree, put it on the beast, and go do a wedding.
Hey, if you did that as a remote, we could hear the chainsaws and stuff going.
How much time do we have,
Or the
Charlie?
hand saw.
Let's bring John up here.
Well, motion him on in.
Well, John from Fish River on the radio. On the phone.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how long we got, John, but you got the next 30 seconds if you want it.
No, you got about 2 minutes.
And it's good.
Really?
Very good. Excellent.
Awesome. They were nice people. They were really nice people.
They
I got to
very
chat
were,
with
and
them.
their duck
I should have
is
recorded
really
them, I
good.
guess.
You like a turducken?
Yeah, you should have, Mike. That's why you were there. Let me ask you this, John. I'm going to get a Christmas tree in Fish River next week. You know where I'm going to be? Yeah, we're going to go over, and Heather's brothers also. That's their tradition. They go to Fish River every year to get their tree cut. So we're going to meet them over there, and we're going to throw it up on top of the truck, and then go do a wedding, and then head home. We're not going to take the interstate home. No, not with the tree on top. We're going to roll right through downtown Mobile with the tree on top of an SUV. Mike is in heaven.
Oh,
the only thing Mike's missing from that is peanut butter and a fried egg on top.
Crunchy peanut butter.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving, John?
There you go. That's kind of my kind of place.
Yeah, that sounds like Mike's regular Saturday night. Just use a garden hose and hose it down.
Hose it down.
All right, John. Well, we're closing up the show. I'm glad you called in, buddy. And I don't know, maybe we hang out at the tree farm next week. We'll bring our pellet gun and see if we can't take a couple of chicken of the trees, make some stew.
John. Thank you.
I had probably easily, since both my parents passed, the best Thanksgiving.
Okay, good.
And
mine was great, but mine was sad.
Right.
Was
yours
sad.
was bittersweet.
Yeah.
Mine was sweet. And yours will be less bitter and more sweet in the coming years, but I can assure you of that. But I really did have a phenomenal Thanksgiving.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I want to thank Heather's family for welcoming me in. They made me feel like a part of the family. We watched the Cowboys. They're Cowboys fans. What the heck? I'll cheer along with them because I knew what the Saints was going to do that night. Woo! When you're an Auburn fan and a Saints fan, at least you got something to pull for.
There you go. Folks, get out there, support local, be local, buy local.
Be patient during the holidays, folks. Everybody's in a hurry and nobody needs to be.
All right. Stu?
Hey, what?
Provolone.
Provolone.
Hey, Bill. When can we eat romaine lettuce again?
Grow it yourself.
Can it be grown hydroponically?
War Eagle regardless.